Hello, I think I'm live. Oh, I almost didn't want to go live because I was watching Lori. Is if anyone have the chance, go watch Paint Girly Lori. Today she is altering a cute little wallet into an art journal, and it was so mesmerizing to look at. Oh, I just saw the last 10 minutes of her stream while I was preparing for my stream, and I didn't want to go in and say hello because then she might feel that, she had to end her stream or something because she knows that, I am going live or something. So, yeah, I'm thinking really high about myself, like somebody would do that. But you know what I mean. If there is a slight chance that she would like turn off a camera, I didn't want to be the one making her do so. But anyway, I really loved her idea, and you're gonna love it if you turn some sort of a wallet or whatnot into an art journal because it's just fabulous. And it totally made me think about this journal that I got right here. I bought it back when I was a planner girl, but never got to use it. It's one of those items that I find is too precious. And it's so stupid because I've had it for quite some time right now, like years. But I love that feeling of fabric tweed on the front cover and all these pocket, and it's done in this. It's not, it's fabric, but like filled, like really compressed filled. Hi, Rhonda. And then it got like these pockets here, where you can tuck in things. And this is, I think there is like stickers. There used to be stickers in here. I don't know if there still is. No, I used them. I kind of had on the feeling that I had, but it's just a pocket, and then it's a ring binder so you can open and close the rings. I should totally break this bad boy out and then use it as an art journal. Totally inspired by watching Laurie's stream. And then in the back here, it's got this side loading pocket where I just bought a separate Gorgeous Girl notebook. Let's see, do I have a date on here? I can see that I did some journaling. February 2021. And it even starts with this has been lying in my stash for 8 years. Oh my god. Yeah, I knew that it was really old. I bought it back when I was scrapbooking, and Centauro had some really fabulous scrapbook paper pads. And back then I didn't do art journaling or anything, so I thought that I might use this as like a journal, but never got to because I think it's so cute and precious. But now, after watching Lori, I am so gonna break this out of my stash and see if I can turn it into an art journal. I'm just gonna remove my notifications so I can read chat. Hi, Anne Lar. But oh my god, that the combination of Laurie making an art journal out of a wallet with pockets and everything really sparks joy. So yeah, if you have the chance, go check her out. She's probably still streaming, decorating her wallet journal. So, so beautiful. Well, my son, he is. I don't even know how to explain it. He's starting. I'm just gonna say college. Then he's going away Monday on college. He's going to study agriculture, not becoming a farmer, but with cows, but farming with dairy product. Does it have any title in English? I don't even know. But he's going away from this island into the mainland to Jutland, where there is a lot of farm and agriculture and stuff. And he's enrolling into this college that lasts 3 years, where he has to study. Um, it's almost like an engineering degree within uh, what's it called? Dairy, not dairy product. Milk and yogurt and all that kind of stuff. I I don't even know all the words. But anyway, he is leaving Monday, and then he this week has been all about prepping for him leaving. And then I saw him wash his old pen case. He's very frugal, I think maybe he inherited from me. I don't know. Look at this socky thing here, and it's way back from his junior high, So I was just watching him trying to scrub this clean, so it was nice and usable for his next adventure. And then I just felt, oh my god, if there's something in this house that I can provide him with, it have to be stationary, right? So I have a small haul I want to show you guys, but it's not an art haul per se. It's more my giveaway present for him when he starts on Monday. So I just wanted to show this because this looks so sad. It's just so sad. And he cleaning it out, trying to get away all the marks from past years. So Mama went out. I put it in this little basket here. First of all, I got him a new pen case, and I think this is so nice. It's like not like this one that's suede that can get a little bit nasty. Oh, thank you, Anne Lar. Yeah, I should be really happy, and I am happy, but I'm also a little bit sad that he's leaving so far away, and he's choosing this. Path in life that's probably not gonna bring him back to the city. So it's so, yeah, but yeah, it's just, I think all moms get this kind of emotional, when your kids is like really leaving the nest. So yeah, I don't know. I've got like mixed feelings, because I really love the noise he makes in this house, you know uh, the feeling of having him home. So it's gonna be like really empty when he's leaving, when he's packing up that car and then just going away. So, oh, you know how I feel. Yes, I'm happy. I'm really happy for him because I know this is important for him, and kids, it's natural and everything, but it's just that packing down his room, uh like a final closure or something. Everything is boxed up, and he's taking with him his linen and pillows, and like everything is just like, oh no. So yeah, but I'll get back to the haul. I chose this really nice pen case with this mesh looking texture, and I really hope that he would appreciate it. I think he will. And then I bought some art supplies, and oh, it's back to school time, so it was really fun for me to go shop these things. I chose the Faber-Castell Good Grip pencils with that eraser that you could put in the end. So I use these pencils myself. I love them a lot. They're like good quality, don't snap when you sharpen them. And then Stettler, which is, I think, a very nice brand when it comes to these pencils. And then I bought, and this was like not that expensive, so I don't know how trustworthy these items are, but it's just something to fill up the pen case. But oh, I really loved looking at all those, those back to school supplies. And then I got him a nice ruler, and then I got him this Copenhagen notebook. Bantex is a very famous brand here in Denmark. They make good quality notebooks. So it's just a linear notebook, and I don't even know if he's gonna use it, but now he have one, and it's got that very nice, like rubber front cover, so it's nice to touch. You can still see your son as he drove away on his way to school. I'm not gonna cry, but it is so close. We offered to drive him there and then take the train back because me and his dad, we want to see the school, and we could immediately tell like, oh, he thought it was a little bit embarrassing, but he is pondering about it because he's got a lot to on his mind, and a lot of things to carry into the dorm, or what's it called, where he's gonna live. So maybe we're lucky that he will say that it's a good idea that we assist him on his entry. But if not, we understand, because he's an adult. And instead of a Sharpie, I gave him this fine liner, also a very good alcohol marker brand here in Denmark. And then Janet and Young gifted me once these comp books, and isn't it funny that now they can actually be used for something school related? So yeah. Oh, yes, streamer last. Or it's just my hobby. And I'm so lucky that Janet, she gifted like this graph book, because he's going to have not the kind of ordinary math subject, more like statistic. And then he's going to have subjects with physics and chemistry. And what was the third one? I don't know. They're having some really uh, strange classes. So it's so cool that these comp books now finally can be utilized the way that they should. And I love that it's just black and white, because as a boy or a male, I think it's just up his alley that things are black and white. And then, of course, I wouldn't be Lena if I didn't give him a Midori notebook before he goes. So yeah, this is just extra elastic and a clip. I'm going to gift him this leather Midori notebook that comes with a pen, and the pen loop is here. And it also comes with this clip. And then I didn't want to unwrap it, but it comes with just linear, graph, and plain inserts. And then credit card holder, and a pocket for the back, and then a chipboard divider with small secretarial pockets in the side. Oh, so yeah, I really hope that he's gonna love this Midori. I love my Midori. For some reason, it's just have become a personal place for not only journaling but also catching up ephemeras and stuff. So yeah, he had a small A6 Midori style when he was, I think, 17 or something. And he used that back then, but then he was also in school. So when he dropped out of that school semester, he stopped using that book, because he used it as a place to write down his homework and stuff. So yeah. Yeah. But that's the small haul. I better put it back in the basket so it won't get contaminated with whatever can splotch out of this table. But I am telling you, it was so much fun for me to revisit those aisles in the supermarket with back to school supplies. It just brought back memories from, when your kid were younger. He usually had different themed pen cases when he was like really little, like from Pokemon to Phineas and Ferb's Disney pen cases and stuff like that. So it was just fun to see all those things. But hopefully he will leave this behind, because I wouldn't mind keeping this in my craft room, as it was his. So yeah. Hi, Gail. Okay, I got a plan for what I wanted to do today. I want to decorate a box, but then I opened my mailbox, and there was this happy mail from Dee Dee. I won a giveaway where Dee Dee was painting this. Oh, and now comes all the credit that I don't even know what was the name. Let's see. I think she called it Mariola Bordeaux. Oh, it's a coloring book with these grayscaled coloring book pages, and Didi, she painted this in with alcohol markers, and I won that giveaway. It was so beautiful. And this is Didi Willingham's YouTube channel, and she broadcasted it the 11th of June. So if you want to see how she did the coloring, you can go watch her stream. I'm gonna put this right here. It is so beautiful because as soon as I saw it, I got that crazy idea that, oh, I so want to learn. I so want to learn how to do this shading with alcohol markers. So I got that crazy idea that I took a photocopy of it. That's this one here, that I would try and then sit with my alcohol markers and see if I can learn to do these, especially the hair. That's really, I mean, and it is so scary thinking about putting shades on a face with alcohol markers. So, and I think it's like a cliff I have to jump out from, because you just have to do it, jump into it, and then just see if you can make it work. So I took a photocopy of Didi's amazing, gorgeous work, and if you're watching, Didi, thank you very much. And then I brought out my alcohol markers, and a lot of this job is already done for me because it has photocopies, Didi's eyelashes, and the way she did those extra hair strands. So all that extra oomph to the hair is being copied right over here. So I probably am not going to have such a huge struggle as if I just took a coloring page from, and I think her name was Mariola Bordeaux. I'm not sure. So, hi, Deb. Sweet goodies for him. You are a university professor. I do hope you take him to school. Lots of parents will probably be there. I hope so too. Plus, we are just curious, want to check out this place. But it's an agriculture college, you could call it. So there will be a lot of mix of uh, lines where you can be educated. So it's a huge campus. I think that's the name I'm looking for. It's a big campus, so I wouldn't be surprised. And I have heard rumors about people bringing their own mattresses, because yeah. So I can just picture that the first day, which is on Monday, people are kind of moving in, getting settled. So there will be a lot of parents with trailers hooked up to their cars, and coming with furnitures and mattresses, apparently. So it's hard to use alcohol markers for shading. Yeah, Gail, I totally fear it. I don't know why it's stupid, because I've seen so many tutorials on YouTube about how people just whoosh away and then make sure to have that infamous wet edge so that it will blend. So I think I'm gonna give it a try. So yeah, I should check it out. Mm. Oh, thank you. I got a very good selection of alcohol markers. I think this is the swatch sheets, and I totally love the whole media, the marker. I mean, the way these barrels look when they're just lying on your table is so yummy. And there's something that really speaks to me about this very colorful um, selection at your fingertips. I mean, it is so beautiful to look at. And I also adore when I watch YouTubers and I can see their wall of markers. So even though that I'm not a marker person, I really it sparks joy, and tons of motivation to see these markers barrels, on other people's display of their rooms. I got two sets mixed in here, and I totally mixed them so they're in somehow rainbow formation in each box. So this one here, this case here, got more darker colors, and then the first case got these colors here. And even though that I don't have that many skin tones, I think I can make it work. So I'm just gonna use these swatch sheets as some sort of a guidance to what colors to pick. Yeah, Lindsay the Frugal Crafter. Oh my God, Gail, she is like the queen of markers. I think she has like every set that I have ever heard of. She has swatched them out and reviewed them on her YouTube channel. So, but okay, I watched the tutorial while Didi was uh, painting this wonderful woman here. And I so love the way that she chose lime green, pink, and teal as the color palette. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do the same. First, Didi stamped the background with this stencil and just ink. Oh, this is too light, I think. So I'm thinking that I just wanted to quickly draw in the background in a very light muted green color, just as Didi, just to get that, feeling of working with a marker. I have not tried to work on a laser printed photocopy before, but so far just painting in these photocopied leaf patterns here, I can tell that I am able to apply color on top of the copied ink. So it's not like it's totally grayed out. I know it looks a little bit like it on my camera, but I think it's because it's so light. I think when it dries up, then you can see that it's still got that greenish hue, or maybe not. It is it is so strange the way colors shows on the monitor and then in real life. But I hope it's not too tedious for you guys to watch. But I think it's important to stream this because I think we are a lot of people out there who are mesmerized when we watch Dee Dee use her markers on portraits, and a little bit intimidated trying it ourselves. So I'm gonna take one for the team and just talk about what's going through my mind, what I'm thinking of, what I'm scared of, and if it works, that's also another good one. But if this works, I'm thinking like this. Then you could go on the internet and you can find grayscaled drawings of faces that you would love to color in, and then as practice, print them out in the grayscale and try putting on the alcohol markers on top, because there's a lot given to you already. I can see all these shadings, so I know where to put my markers, and it helps me a lot. Yes, it's just copy paper from the printer, and I have laser printer, and it seems like the ink from the laser printer is not interfering when it get in contact with the alcohol marker. So so far it looks okay. But sometimes, oh, there was a train outside. Sometimes the non-colored face looks like a white canvas. You know what I mean? Like where to put what marker. It can be intimidating, but if you download an already pre-painted face and print it out in grayscale, you will get hints of where the person laid their colors and their darkest dark. And I really think that helps a lot. Okay, I don't know if I should continue with this green or if it's annoying to to see me. I'm just gonna do a few places. But I can't believe that I am so lucky that I actually got the original that Didi was working with on that stream. It makes it possible for me to really study it, trying to reproduce it and learn from it. I can already see that Didi's take on things are so much different from my own habit. Like, I'm such a creature of habit that I would have put the darkest shade of the nose in here and not on the nose tip. So already that way of shading is different from my way of shading. And I love that idea because then with color, you're actually making that split between the nose and the chin, where when you shade in my way, you have your darkest color in this side of the chin. So I have to have some sort of a vague pencil line showing the curve of the nose bridge, which in a lot of cases is a little bit unattractive to have that that pencil line. So already there, I have learned something new today after receiving this gorgeous alcohol marker painting. Is it called a painting when it's marker? Oh, hi, Kaber! You waved to me from the plane. Oh my God, you're so funny. Oh yeah, yeah. You went to Sweden. Oh man, I'm so glad that you have experienced, our Scandinavian summer, the bright nights and our temperature and everything. Because sometimes I get questions in chat like, how is the weather? How is the temperature? And, in Denmark and Sweden, none of us really have air conditioned houses. So we just deal with temperature and heat in our own Scandinavian way. So it's just so cool that now you know how it is. Um, how late does it stay light? That's a very good question. I think around midnight it's getting dimmed, but you can still see a lot of. I mean, it's not like dark, pit dark. You can still see the bush and where you're going, and um, your surroundings is still visible. And if there is a full moon, it's so bright. I mean, and then around 3:30 or 4 o'clock in the morning, it's actually getting sunrise. So you get those orange shades on the sky and very pinkish light in your view. So it's very bright. I don't think that it's like pitch dark when it's night here in Denmark. Like nighttime is not like super dark. That happens when it's winter. Oh my God. When it's winter, I used to bicycle a lot. Uh, and it was always like when you wake up in the morning, you need lights for your bike because it really was dark. So you took off at work around 8 o'clock and it still was dark. And then when you're heading back home at 4 o'clock, you need lights on your bikes again. So you just got used to when you had a full-time job that whenever you were off work, it was just dark. So yeah, it can get like really gloomy in the winter time because the lack of light. And we get so used to this bright summer that we really get hit a lot when the fall comes and it begins to get dark. A lot of Scandinavians are getting depressions, and we don't get our vitamin D, so we have to eat supplement vitamins in order not to get a lack of vitamin D's. But that's just the price of living in these latitudes. Let's see. So then in winter you don't have a lot of sunlight? No, no. It just seems so sparingly, and every time there is sunlight, you're at work. So you always in at winter really treasure even the tiny hour of sunlight. And I noticed it because we one year we went to France to go skiing during the winter, and the sun was so strong in France. I even got sunburned on the slopes, and it was reflecting from the snow, and it was so bright. Like everything was just so really enlightened and bright during winter time in France. So that's how I kind of noticed that, hey, there is like a huge difference when it's winter in Denmark or in France and Italy. I think the worst I've ever experienced was when I grew up in Greenland. We had the 3 or 4 month a year, very bright summer, like almost no night. And then we had these infamous 8 month of kind of, you could say, like winter, like, you know, midwinter. It was almost dark. It just, when I'm thinking back, it just seems like every winter was this dark time area where, it was just no bright sunlight. Okay, that was actually pretty fast. Look, I already colored in all the stamped images on the background. It probably drives you guys nuts if you can hear um the nib. Is it bad hearing the nib on the paper? It's very squishy, squishy, squishy. I've been to St. Clair Shore a few times for hockey games. Uh, okay, St. Shore. Oh, you're talking about where you're from. I think it's super important not to get depressed during winter. So some uh, Danes are getting ordered light therapy. That's where you sit in front of this lamp. I think you can buy it. It's not like a special place you have to go. It's a lamp that gives out this really reflective sun that I was talking about, that I saw in France on skiing, like that really strong hysterical sunlight. So they sit in front of these lamps for, I think, half an hour every day during winter, not to get depressed. So okay, now I'm getting a little bit nervous because we gotta do the skin tone, right? Okay, I remember that Didi, she first color blocked every flesh in one shade, and she even went over the lips. So I'm gonna do the same. Oh, oh, that was good that I just got a chance to clean off my tip. Could you imagine if I went in on this face with that black Sharpie on my tip? Okay, I'm getting a little bit excited. And this is where I think alcohol marker is scary, because when it's down, it's down. You can't like regret and then go back, or maybe you can, I don't know, with a blender lift off. Oh shoot. Okay, maybe I should just nice and easy, long strokes, just like Didi does, and then follow that wet edge. Just nice and slowly, not too fast, blocking in. Oh, I'm trying to do a wash so I don't like paint in random places, but trying to follow from top to bottom. Oh, what is that? I'm picking up something. Oh, okay, I am actually picking up some ink. I can tell it. Now I'm already messing it up. Oh my god. Okay, nice and slowly making that wet edge. Okay, that's probably the easiest thing ever because you only had to plug it in. Now comes the difficult thing. I feel I need to hurry because this is now moist with alcohol. You can't even tell that it's colored in. Okay, what color? What color now? Let me see. I used that one. That maybe I should go. And you guys need to see it on camera also. So I'm gonna take a little darker shade, hoping that it will show up on my stream. Ooh, I think it was okay. Oh, I forgot. And then I take the same marker that I did the whole base coat with, and Didi said to blend out with like that. Oh man, it actually works. Oh my god. Okay, check this out. You take one marker and then with the base coat marker, you just go over the same area one more time. Okay. Okay, it's not as scary, guys. It is not as scary as working on a dry soaking paper. If you have it wet, you got like an open window. I don't know for how long, but you got an open window to make the blend. Oh my god, I did it! Can you guys see how I just laid that? Oh, no, you can't. Oh shoot! What can we do so you guys can tell? I need to go like really dark. That kind of bothers me a little bit. But for the sake of the stream, I need to go like really, really, really dark. This is my blender marker. Let's pick something that's darker. Do we have like a burnt sienna that's like really dark? 7507. Okay, this is really crazy, but you know what? If I don't do it, you guys won't be able to see what I'm talking about. This is like super dark and yellow. How does it look in the monitor? Okay, you can see this. Okay, check out this. I laid in the color, right? And then you're thinking, oh, you got that really hard line. But then you take the base coat alcohol marker and you can push it around. Oops. It feels a little bit, it feels wet, like alcohol wet, like you can tell that some sort of moist is going down on the paper. I'm wondering what's best to use. I think this chiseled nib is easier to blend with than the bullet tip nib. The bullet tip is this. So I actually feel that if you put in the color with the bullet tip, I'm just gonna pull this one way down here. And this that I'm doing right now is the thing that scares me with alcohol markers when you are laying in these very hard lines. But you see, like it's a super hard line, so it just looks artificial. But then when you come in with this this chisel tip, it totally softened it up. Oh my god, I'm so glad. I'm so happy that you know, thank you, Didi. I can just say thank you, Didi. Oh my god. Okay, now for the nose. Okay, Didi actually painted the whole nose with this one color. So I'm gonna do the same. Okay, it actually looks like she used the chiseled nib to just follow the bridge of the nose upwards in like one quick stroke, like that. And that's also one of the things that would scare the heck out of me, when you're doing line work like this. But let's see if we can make it softened out. Oh my god, it actually works. Okay, let's for fun say that I regret that there is a disposal. I disposed some pigment. I got this blender. It's just a clear alcohol pen. I just kind of erased it. Okay, let's say that I wanted like a highlight right here. I'm trying just for fun. Can I get that with? Oh my god, look, I just made a highlight by using this alcohol blender. Okay, let's go all on board with this alcohol blender. Let's say that I wanted a highlight following the nostril. Okay, now it's not so cooperating. Maybe it's because I need to clean up the tip. No, it doesn't really work like that. At least my markers won't work like that. But could it be cool if you could like remove pigments with this clear pen? Okay. uh, yeah, this is just copy paper, and I'm totally expecting that it will start peeling up at some point because I can imagine that I'm the kind of idiot that has to go over and over and over the same area. And I just touched it with my finger before and it seemed wet. Like this is also what I hate that markers does, when you really lay down a lot of color. Let's see if I can. But I also have to say it helps so much that the drawing is pre done with these gray shades. Oh, this might be a little too much. Okay, let's keep an eye on this one and see if it dries up lighter. I need it to dry up a little bit lighter because it looks really scary. Okay, now this area is so stupid to do with a bullet tip. So I wonder if I dare to use the chiseled edge. Okay, oh, I'm a chicken. Wait a second. I'm a chicken. So I'm gonna give myself a wet area. So before I do this, I'm gonna coat it into the shade of the blender, marker blender. My base coat color. So now it's wet. And then I can come in with the darker shade on this wet area here. But it's just because I'm a chicken. I don't think it's necessary. Ooh, it looks really weird. Okay, let's see if we can blend that out. And again, I'm using different colors because I want it to show up on my stream. So instead of going like really pale, I want you guys to see if it's possible. I don't know if it's because the paper is getting moist, but it seems like it's changing color, like I'm adding an extra layer. So just to be sure that I am not having stripes, I think I'm gonna just base coat this whole area in one big wash to eliminate having stripes. And then let's see what happens when it dries. Can you see how wet it is? Yeah, you can. I think you can. I totally forgot all about the neck. Uh, okay, this is kind of wet. So why don't we try and get those pink shades in? You know, the pink blush. I can see here that Didi got that cheekbone in pink. Oh my god, I think it's the wrong kind of pink. Oh, it's very potent. Okay, okay. Blend, blend, for God's sake, blend. What the heck happened? I was looking at the top of the marker. Okay, lesson learned. Don't trust that marker cap. Oh, I feel like I want to soak it up with a piece of paper. Okay, I just somehow have to. Okay, back to the safe things with the wet wash of the whole face. Probably a waste of marker, I know. I just want to be sure. Wet wash. Okay. Oh my god. Maybe it's not that bad, but let me get a lighter shade of pink just to be sure. Okay. I want pink down here also. Yeah, that's more like a sensible, relaxed color. In fact, I like it so much. I'm gonna put in the lips with this light pink. I want some of that pink in the nose also. Okay, I'm gonna gamble a little bit. I want it out here where the nostrils ends, and then just right here. Hmm, this looks funny, but it is. Maybe it's supposed to be that. I don't know. Okay, let's work on the neck. What markers I am using? These are from. Is it called a supermarket? This set was gifted to me for Christmas from my son, and they're called twin markers. And I think it's a take on the yoo-hoo, oohoo markers, because when I look at the barrels, they look very like the oohoo markers. And this is also a set from the supermarket. It's a set that I bought myself. Or did it my hubby gift it to me? I think my hubby actually gave me this one. It was 80 markers for 3 years ago or something. And I'm so bad at reaching for them. I really love the media. I love to look at it. And I think there's something really aesthetic about these white barrels. Have them lying on your table. It looks so cool. But I find it difficult to include it in my routine of what I used to, go to art supply. Then marker range so low on that list. Oh shoot, I got sunlight in the window. Maybe I can put something here so you don't get a glare from the sun. And I really think that markers comes in so many cute assembles, like with bags and totes and so I wish that I could get to know it and include it more. I think they blend nice because I use the DD method. Like here, I'm going to make this area right now. So I'm taking the tip that DD said about go back with the base color and re-wet the whole area. So now this copy paper from the printer is moist again with the alcohol ink. So now the paper is moist. So when I put in the shading color, and I think when you have to shade a lot of areas, the chisel nib is making it faster so you can do it without the alcohol evaporating from the paper surface. So now I'm just trying to lay in the shades wherever I see that grayscale shadow from the drawing. I actually may have to go and get one of these coloring books. And I'm putting in that pink shade on top of this brown. And I actually think that I need to clean the chiseled nib now because now I think it's picking up that ochre marker. Okay, so now I got like 2 layers in. I'm just cleaning up on the side my nibs. And it looks horrible, right? Because the way it's ending. But then you go back with that base color. And then I really studied how Didi she just, can you see how you're able to just uh, get rid of hard edges? Basically scratching? Yeah, basically just scratching with the base color. Like here I got a hard edge. Like, can you see there's like a hard edge right there that's not looking that neat? Then I saw that Didi just did like this. She just twirled her base coat color marker and then it disappeared. Also the hard edges on the shoulder. I saw that Didi just went over the whole shoulder with her base color. I mean, really, like whoosh whoosh whoosh, fast strokes. And now we have to wait until it dries up because it totally shifts. Now it's a little bit darker than when it dries up. Let's try and hit it with a heat gun to see how different the colors gets when there's no wet alcohol ink on the page. So heat gun. Wow, that is so nice. That is so soft. I feel like I just discovered something really new here. I am having a lot of fun, with this project. But now the fun may end because now I want to do the hair. That's, you know, I have always been mesmerized about these wavy finger wave curls. I can Oh, you can see my fat face. Oh my god. Okay, I'm gonna take it out of the frame. I put it in the frame because I don't want to contaminate this original art piece from Didi. I'm gonna take it out. We're not giving my double chin any showtime today. Oh man. This is the original. You know those finger waves? I think it's difficult. I understand the madness behind it. Like you have highlights on the top of the wave and then dark color on the bottom of the wave. But for some reason, I think it's so difficult to reproduce. Even though I get the theory behind, how to how to do it, I just can't practice it. um, Okay, you think so, Gail? Oh my god. No, the sun is still there. You know what? I'm gonna go outside. I have a thing I can put in front of my window so I won't get that annoying sunlight in. Okay. Look, yes, it worked. It worked. It's messing with my light. Okay, we need to find that perfect teal. I remember that Didi took a base coat that was light, and then she took a teal and something that looked a little bit like a dark ultramarine. So if I totally copy her choices, it would be is it light enough? You need something that's like really light. It looks a bit like I need some of these light shade for the base coat. Maybe this one for the base coat. And then a dark teal 64. Ah, Indian blue. Hmm. I want to end up with this deep sea blue that's so beautiful. 2, 2, 1, 3. Oh, it's super dark. But if it might be too dark. 3, 2, 3. This one, lake green. 3, 2, 3. Oh, 6, 5. Okay, I think I got the colors. I basically have like a very light base tone. And then I got my darkest dark teal, and then some sort of not even a mid tone because the base tone is so light, but kind of 2 steps away from the darkest. So with these three, I should be able to create these valleys and highs. Okay, I'm jumping into this quest. Uh, the easiest thing was, she base coated everything on the hair, and it looks so easy. She's just going crazy with the color, just painting over everything. Didi is the one who added these hair strands to the original drawing. So I'm just base coating all over those hair strands. Um, Confident that I can, if she can create them on top of her drawing, I will be able to also create them on top of my drawing. So I'm just painting all over those light hair strands. It looks pretty, pretty. I can definitely see that there's coming color down on the hair. Oh my god, I forgot to make the ear. How can I forget? I totally neglected. But hey, it's kind of fun because now you guys can really see the difference between the copy paper that came out of the printer and the colored flesh. I also forgot this neck right here. Oh my god, I did like a horrible job with that face when it comes to. And here I'm just having fun, I'm not nervous about blocking in this hair with this base color. Easy peasy. I don't even worry if I'm making any stripes, streaks, or anything. I'm not sure how fast you have to do this. Maybe I should have done one half of the hair at a time. But let's see. Okay, and then Didi took the tip out of both markers. Oh man, look. This is why I framed her picture. I don't want it contaminated. Whoa. Can we maybe put the glass frame on top of this? Yeah. No, you can see the glare. Like this, like this. Okay, then it's safe because I know myself. I'm gonna put stuff on top of it. This is the base color. This is the darkest. This is the step out of the darkest. And and where to start? I'm gonna start here. Then Didi took the dark color. And then the step out. Oh, it looks wrong. Okay, and this is the blender. So I can just use the chisel chip on this one. I don't know if it looks right. Okay, we're gonna try it one more. I think basically I have to decide that the highlight where they have to be before I just color away. So if I have this bridge right here in my head, that's where I'm gonna put my highlights. Then maybe I can lay down these darker colors much more controlled, so it won't be like sporadic with no plan. Okay, so I'm following my own map in my head about where I would put the valleys and peaks of these finger waves, like this, and then go back with the blender. Oh look, it worked. It works much better. Can you see that? I actually did it. Yeah, I guess the way of the madness is that you have to plan out in your head where you want the highlights to be. Like, here's a bridge of highlight, and here, and here, and here, and then that's placed there. So, because otherwise it's confusing if you have to look at the curls, and figure out where the original artist has placed in her shadows, and then it becomes like painting by numbers where it becomes a little bit tedious. But if you have to free up your own energy and make it fun while you're doing this, I think you need to somehow deviate from the original artwork to make it work with your flow. And I'm saying this because I kind of have on the feeling that you have to work a little bit fast if you want to take advantage of that wet gliding marker edge. I'm just babbling here. I have no idea about what this marker is. So now I'm trying it one more time, thinking in my head that I have to make fast decisions if I want to take advantage of that wet edge. And then in strokes that follows the hair, come in with that blender marker. Yes, it works. I really like it a lot. Can you guys see it on screen, or should I pick darker colors? I think it shows up a little bit, but not too much compared to if my light has been better. Um, Reader board thumbs up. No, okay. Thank you. Hi, Barbara. Oh my God, sorry for not saying hi to anyone. Let me get rid of my notifications. I got notification blocking all the chat. Yes, the way of the madness is not to panic. Yeah, I think if you get yourself locked into your own plan, then I can see I have to be dark here, 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 and here. And then quickly just stick to that plan and trying to make the dark the center, and then that step out color the edges. And then I am really focused on I need to be a little bit quick. So it's a cool tip, uh, that she's having both markers uncapped, only two in her hand. So if you have like three markers in your hand, you have to look down and see if you're picking up the right one. But with two markers, you can do it while the edge is still wet, switching. And I think it's important to have that, let's just call it a mid-tone, even though it's a very dark tone compared to the base color. And now everything is wet, so I can follow the strands of the hair. Oh my God, we are doing it. We are making the finger waves. Ta-ta. Oh, I love it. I just didn't predict that it was doable. I know that a lot of it is given because of the grayscale of the paper, but it looks so cool. And I have seen that then Didi takes like the real dark marker and then enhances some strands, to make it look like hair. I'm probably not doing it the right way, but this is so funny. Oh, thank you, Gail. It actually works. Okay, up here we have to go like really dark down the hairline and then switch to the other marker to take the top here and then really dark when it's coming under the roses. Switch. And then hopefully be able to blend the bridge between those two with the blender. Yes. Oh my God. It is less intimidating. It is less intimidating. Oh my gosh, you guys have to try this. Find an image on Pinterest, whatever. People have painted with alcohol markers a pretty face. Print it out, and if you on your printer can select grayscale, where you don't have full black and white, but a little bit softer gray, print it out like that, and then try with markers and just work directly on top of it. So much is gifted to you of where to place the shadows But I think we all need that confidence boost to see that it actually is doable. Oh, this is a little bit messy up here. That became a little bit messy, so I have to go in with more dark contrast. Okay, this is turning out a little bit messy up here in this. So let's see if I can kind of erase my mistakes with the base color. Yeah, yeah, I'm telling you guys, as long as the paper is wet, you can come back with your base, light base color, and kind of push the pigments aside. So yeah, I think Lena found a new medium to play with. You know what? I have been watching people having so much fun with these alcohol markers, and I have found it so intimidating. And I think it's because I know what I could do with watercolor that I'm thinking, oh, it's too hard. I mean, it looks like a hard job compared to in watercolor, I would just be able to go in and swoosh and then it's blended, you know? So why sit with a chisel nib and trying to blend something? But now I understand that if you keep it wet and you're fast, you can place your mid-tone and your light tone and then get a chance to get that ombre that's seamless in the blend. And look how I'm just scratching. I mean, I'm basically just scratching with the nib. You would think that that would be like not the way to do it. And then just coming in, following the waves of the hair. Wow. I'm so happy. Thank you, Didi. If you ever watching this, you have no idea how this gorgeous girl has inspired me to grab my markers. Okay, here, finger waves one more time. Plan in your head. Where is the valley? Where is the light? So that's the dark. Yeah. Okay. The trick is also to where to stop. You know, it's so easy to want to fill down the whole hair, but at some point you need to go back. Oh, it looks so beautiful. And it can get like even better because you know she's coming back with the that white Prisma pen and enhancing some of the highlights. So if you feel that you were a little bit heavy-handed on a dark marker one place, it looks like you have a second chance with the white Prisma pen. Okay, we got a finger wave there. Uh, Highlight. Okay. These are such big areas. I wonder if you use the chisel. Also, when you buy your first set of markers and you look at that chisel nib, you're like, no way. There's like no way I'm ever gonna find that like an elegant way of applying any sort of pigment. But now when I'm kind of pressed, you know, I have to make it work. I in a very quick time slot. Otherwise, the marker alcohol will dry up on the page and really marry that a rough line to the paper. I feel that I can work with that chisel because guys, look at this. This is like a mess, right? Like look at all those hard edges. And then you just come in and you do like this. And I can go back and forth as many times as I want. Does it matter to follow the hair strand in waves? I have no clue. I think it does. Maybe. And look, now it looks a little bit weird because I chose some places that the original drawing does not have the finger waves. Oh man, don't you just love the smell of alcohol markers? I have always enjoyed that. Some people don't like it, think it's kind of harsh or smelly, but I like it. I'm also a glue sniffer, so okay. Now I'm starting to, oops, cap up my markers. Okay, I got a little bit sloppy here, I think. Ta-ta! Should we kind of fix that ear? I think we should. Let's see. I don't even have many chisel nib markers. I think you should be glad for that, Gail. Seriously, because I think that brush tip nib is, you know, I wouldn't mind having markers with a filled brush tip nib. Okay, I'm gonna make the ears. So first, I'm just gonna wet the area with the base color, and then I'm gonna look. Didi, she shaded it in here, and then a little bit down here, and then here, and then she took the color down the neck, and then she gave some shadow here, a little bit more shadow here. Okay, I don't even think that I need to blend it with base color. Okay, there comes a time where you don't really need to blend as much. I think I need a little bit, but that's just me. I need a little bit of dark because I altered the skin tone colors. Okay, as soon as I bring in a darker color, I need to blend. But as long as you're working with the bright pinks, it seems like you can just go on top. Or maybe I should just, to be safe, blend out there while I still can. Okay, and then for the lips, what did I use? I used some sort of pink. I think it was this one. Okay, that was the base, the blender. And now I need more like a raspberry. Okay, we learned that we don't trust the caps of the markers, so we go like this. 3572. That's the shade of pink I have in my hand. So 1775, that would be a nice darker version of it. Okay, I actually think that I just made some really sane choices here. Like first the base color pink, and then Didi had some darker pink on the edge of the lip and in the mouth. And then she had where the lips are meeting. Yeah. I don't want to fiddle with it. Okay. The eyes, lime green, right? Okay, in this marker selection, they have to be, yeah, I knew it, lime green. It's just, like ultramarine, lime green is just a generic color name. Ooh, it's a little bit not lime green because it's working on photocopied paper. To get that back, I quickly want to add a yellow while it's still wet. Let me see. Yeah, that helped. Okay, when you're working on photocopies, I just put in lime green in that eye there, and it doesn't sparkle up like real lime green. Then you can go on top of it with a yellow and then still get back to the lime green. So you really have to help the markers a little bit when you're working on the photocopied paper. You know what? I think that I should. I'm not finished. I mean, I need to do the roses. I need to play more with all this. But I am so excited to try the colored pencil on top of the hair. So I'm just gonna try and do that. Okay, let me put the markers back where they are living. 6, 4, 6, 5. So I still can grab them. 3, 2, 3. Oh man, it's so delightful to clean up uh, after your painting session when it's markers because you just everything has a house, a home where it belongs. Okay, before I put the light ones back, I'm just gonna check if I messed up my nibs, especially on the bright ones, because I am such a fool that I would grab them without checking, and then if it brings along some discoloring, I would ruin my drawing. That was fast. Okay, now I'm gonna put this glass away so I don't crack it. Colored pencils. Okay, I'm just grabbing my Prismas. And once again, Dee Willingham is the one who colored this wonderful woman with alcohol markers, and that's the whole quest for today to see if I can learn from it. Yeah, Didi took a white Prismacolor, and then in case she don't want like a white strand, she tried to match it with a teal color. I got these two shades of teal, so let me see if I can just follow her. Maybe she colored these in first with a marker. Actually, let me go back to the marker. Okay, let's try this one. Is it too? Is it too much? Okay, I think she first colored the hair strand with a marker. Ooh, going right over the eyes. The reason why I don't have to do a lot to the eyes is because Didi did all the work. you know, the adding of the eyelashes with a black Sharpie pen, the highlight. Oh my god, that's terrible right there. I don't want to color in those. That looks a little bit crazy. I don't like that it just ends like that. Can you have like a blended edge if you do like, no? What if I take the white blender? Oh. Man, it's difficult to how to use that white blender thing. Okay, I have no idea how you're supposed to use that. I think it needs to dry. It's like it's kind of wet. Okay, let me hit it with heat gun. I want to grab my black Sharpie. Look how anal I am. I got the exact same pen as Didi used. Okay, because before I go and do the hair, let me see if there is a difference. Yeah, you can still get a darker eye tone than the copy printed. Yeah, it shows up much better. Okay, good tip. Oh my god, look, I also forgot to paint in the eyebrows. Hey, I'm putting stuff on top of the drawing. I am such an idiot. Is that pencil or marker? I think Didi did a light base coat and then used colored pencil on top of the eyebrow. Let's see if I can do the same. Oh, it's not light. It looks dark. Help. Okay, I'm switching to a very baby blue. I actually took a lighter color for the eyebrow than the base coat of the hair. I don't know, it just seemed a little bit very, very teal next to the skin tone. Okay, I'm gonna dry it one more time. I can't believe I'm all sucked up into this drawing here. Okay, I think that Didi used colored pencil to do the eyebrows, and then she did that brushed up, um, brushed up strokes. And then she also had something like a slate blue as an eyeshadow, and also some blue in the eyes. And I'm wondering whether that is alcohol marker. Okay, I'm gonna try very gently with a pale blue to begin with. It doesn't really show up. Okay, let's take a little bit darker blue. Sky blue. Oh, that is once again. Don't trust the cap on the marker. Use your Schwartz card. Det er den der. 659. I would never have grabbed for this one because this one looked like a little bit lavender. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, you can't absolutely not trust that um, marker tip. I think it might be too late for me to put in the. Why am I blue in my fingers? Oh no, my marker is peeing. What happened? Oh man. This is why I wanted to keep Dee Dee's picture behind a frame. Okay, let's put that baby back in the frame because I can just spot a disaster coming. Just a second. I would hate myself if I messed up her drawing. Okay, it's back in security. Now we are more relaxed. I actually did manage to put something in her forehead. Okay. Um yeah. One of these upwards, yeah, it was colored pencil. I can see. Isn't it fun how colored pencils are just ignoring the marker and the marker is ignoring the colored pencil? So they don't like mix, they just accept one another. I can't even tell that I am using pencil on top of an area that's coated with alcohol ink. Look, you can just draw. Of course, you can see it. You can see it because the pencil disposed this kind of a waxy surface compared to the marker, but it doesn't, you know, change what's underneath it. Let's try the Prisma White. I would never have dared to go past the eye like Didi did with these hair strands. I would be like, oh, but it's so pretty. But it kind of needs it, to bring a little bit of life and movement into the original drawing. Now here I'm simply just cheating. I'm just following the line work that Didi chose to put in. And this is why it's so good to learn from an already pre-made drawing. So you just simply just follow and trust the artist's what's it called? Decisions because they kind of know what worked, right? I know that she brings out a Posca, but my Posca is also peeing ink, so I wouldn't dare to use my Posca on this one before I get a new Posca. Oh, I totally forgot to color in this. Let's say for fun that I should color it in with color pencil. See if I can make the finger waves. Yeah, this is why I don't like to do it. It's like blender's hell. Like you can totally go back and forth, trying to blend, blend, blend. Yeah, look how much time you're spending on doing this task with a colored pencil compared to a marker. Yeah, definitely. This is why I have not attempted this before. Uh, It's very time consuming. Let's see. I got five no- five notifications. Does people get five notifications? I see my hubby. He only get two or three. I get like a row of notifications. Let me read chat. Okay, Gail. Bye bye. Have a nice weekend, and thank you. Let's see. Mm. Talking about sniffing ink. Oh man, I was so bad. I had an electric scooter when I was younger. I had three jobs and school. So I needed a scooter to go directly from school to be a cashier at a supermarket and then back and then pick up a kid and babysit him for sometimes 2 hours and then directly to this sausage wagon where I was working to about midnight selling hot dogs. And I was on my little scooter. Otherwise, I couldn't meet on time because, my schedule was really tight. And I remember when I had to put gas, you had to pump up scooter gas in this gallon thing and then put it into the tank of the scooter. It smelled so good. That was like the best break of the whole week, when I had to fill out that scooter. Yeah, that was a rapid trip. I don't think that I want to do the flowers because they're so dark. I think they're so dark because they're so colored. So I'm just gonna do that off camera. But what was most important was to test out if it was doable to work on top of a print, and then if it was possible for me to figure out how to use the markers. So yeah, I think I'm gonna a sausage. Is it called? It's not called a sausage wagon. It's called a food truck, right? Oh my god, I just love the word sausage, by the way. It's a positive plus word in my world. So, okay, now we're putting the markers aside. I'm very excited and thrilled about receiving that original drawing. It's going to inspire me to, when I'm off camera, to do a second attempt, believe it or not. That's how anal I am. I want to try it one more time where I'm not under pressure because I'm streaming, and then trying to see if I can print out a copy that's even lighter than the one that I have printed out so that I also get an opportunity to do the roses in the hair. Oops. Okay, before that Happy Mail arrived, I actually had a plan that I wanted to work on today. And I wanted to decorate my box. I bought a Pago paint set that came in this very sturdy box with a magnetic lid, and it was just too good to part with as trash, because it's a very sturdy, likable box. And what I love about this box is that it can stand up horizontally, so you can put it into your shelf like it's a book. So that's how I store my washi. But now I have taken all the washi out of the box. This is my washi collection, and I was tempted when I saw it in this bag. I mean, I don't have a lot of washi, but it's kind of fun to have it in a bag also because then you can like really like a cat scratch in it and dig for things. But anyway, I want to decorate this box. And I received some washi from Devon Rex that was inspired by Alfonso Muca. And it is so pretty. I've used sparingly some small pieces of it, but I'm very, very sure that my washi box should be decorated with some of these strips because it's just, it's my washi box and this is like really pretty washi. So I was thinking how to get inspiration. So I grabbed the Gustav Klimt paper pad and I want to find some inspiration. I immediately thought that she was funny. You can cut her out. And like I said, I store my washi like this, like a book on a shelf. So I could actually put her on the spine of, you could say, my box. So I definitely think that, oh, she's going to be the spine or that lady there. I can't decide. And I'm totally going to cut it out and paste it in. And then I also grabbed my ephemeras to this paper kit. I'm a little bit in doubt whether I should use any of them because I'm pushing in this box in a shelf, so I don't want things to have an edge that can catch on or something. But I think that I am able to remove some of the chipboard backing from these ephemera pieces. I don't know. I've seen people do it. I've seen people just peel out that extra layer of chipboard so it has a lower profile. And then I'm looking at these ephemera thinking, okay, if I use die cuts and ephemera, then at least I should paint in my own background. So that's where this paper come in handy. These got like yummy die cuts, right? But look at Gustav Klimt's backgrounds. I mean, they are just funny. And look, it's doable. This, I'm thinking if you take a pencil with an eraser in the end, a pencil like this, you can actually stamp in these if you have like golden acrylic. Or a golden acrylic, that sounded like I was mentioning a brand. I was meaning acrylic that looks like gold. You can just use a pencil to stamp in the small circles. That could be fun. This is too intricate, I think. But this down here, the twirls, I could totally do. This, I think, look nice on a pattern paper, but if I have to reproduce it myself, it would end up ugly. So I didn't look much at that one. This is also just twirls. So, but here, instead of the chipboard ephemera, I actually could just cut out and paste glue. I think that I'll do that because I don't like that my box is having a lot of profile, especially not on the bottom, maybe on the lid. But oh my god, look at that frame. Isn't it just lovely? Like this mauve lavender, and then with golden circles on top, and then inside the golden circle some teal color. Oh, and then you can break up the frame with the ephemera. Yeah. Okay, let's start. I love this frame. I'm gonna be inspired by that frame, and I think this is my box. I open it like this, and then I store my washi in here. So this is the back. Okay, this would be like how I would take it out of the shelf and then look at it in this direction. So if if I wanted to attempt, I don't think I would attempt painting her. I would just cut her out. But I so would love to do the frame and everything. So let me get started. First, I would probably use a ruler. This is just to stir. Oh my god! I don't know if Kathy Burke is still here, but Bauhaus, is that how you say it in English? In Danish, we call it Bauhaus. Bauhaus here in Denmark is a place where you have to renovate in your house. You go into this chain that sells everything you need, like paint, lawnmowers, barbecue grills. Like it's a very nice place for. I think men probably have a name for these shopping malls that sells uh, do-it-yourself craftsman shop. So it is so fun for me that I saw yesterday that Colleen and Kathy Burke were having a scrapbook line and paint and everything with the brand Bauhaus. I was thinking, oh my god, is it called Lowell's or something in the US? Okay, now I got the frame. They have them in Sweden too. Oh my god, it made me laugh. I laughed so hard, yesterday because I knew that you were coming back on Colleen's stream, but we had to go shopping and for everything for my son and prepare a lot of things, so I couldn't join the stream and say hi, in chat. So I was totally lurking, and when I saw that you pulled out the Baja things and made a page spread about it, I was just like, oh my god, I have to tell you, that yeah, I should probably get some of these sticks and mail to you and Colleen, because maybe you can use this for something funny. You never know. It's just a wooden stick that you stir and paint with. So let me see. Yeah, Home Depot, and I really butchered up the pronunciation of Laurels, or it's just a tongue twister for me. But let me see if I can bicycle down to our local Bauhaus and see if I can get some catalogs where that name is like blown up big, or some of these wooden sticks and whatnot. So, oh, you got paint stirrers? Okay. No, you don't have it. Okay, let me go down to my local Bauhaus and then see if I can grab anything that got that printed logo on top of it, because maybe you can use that for your journal spreads. Because yesterday you needed a big text. So yeah, it's just it's just hilarious. No, I didn't wish I had stopped, but we saw it on the way to the airport. Yeah. But I'm telling you, it's a big, big chain. It's a big thing here in Denmark. All the do-it-yourself. Oh, I would let me frame it like this: if you're a nurse in an emergency unit in a hospital, I think more than half of your patient that comes in during summer has been shopping for some gardening tool or some dangerous tool in Bauhaus and then injured themselves because it's like a big do-it-yourself worst IKEA craftsmanship. Um, you can buy dangerous things down there, and with no education at all, bring home these machineries and then just hit it. So it's a fun place when you need to build something crazy. Like, some people don't have a lot of space, so they have to put in two kids in a tiny room. So they build their own floor to floor bed by going to Bauhaus and then just get supplies. So it's a fun place. Let me see. I need a paintbrush. Maybe this one is good. I think I want to first give myself a. I need to open this tube right here. Okay, I want to give myself like a darker purple inner frame before I start putting that lighter mauve in the frame. Oh my god, I think this decorating box thing is so funny. Janet M. Young also decorated her box, and she's actually the one who made me interested in painting my box also. Oh my god, I'm doing a horrible job painting a straight line. Okay, maybe it's supposed to be wonky because Gustav Klimt doesn't seem to care if you use a ruler or not. Let's just, like I hope and sew, let's just hope and paint and hope for the best. I just put gesso on this box and then acrylic white paint, and I should have given it a second coat if I wanted the white to cover up completely the print on this graphic print on this, but I don't care because that's also like the charm of it. If something shows through, it's fine with me. Okay, I feel that I'm doing like a really bad job with this line here. Oh my god, it's getting worse and worse. What if I do like this with my brush and then hold my breath? Oh my god. Okay, I want to tint up this mauve. Why do I have such bad light in here? It's very dark. Let me tin. Let me see if I can get a little bit more light. Did it help? Probably not. I don't know why I have such dark light because it's actually still daylight outside. Um, do I have a spatula? Oh, okay. I actually need to make another straight line work now. Believe it or not. I'm wondering if I should. Okay, I'm gonna do something because it annoys me if it's getting wonky. I'm gonna dry this, and then I'm gonna simply just put this paint stir and use it as a ruler for my next straight lines. Okay, maybe this is a little bit thickly. Oh, now I'm painting with my finger. How bad can it get? I'm just mushing out thicker layers of paint so it takes less time to dry it. I'm just gonna dry it quickly. Just enough so that the ruler won't get glued into it. And it's not a real ruler, it's just a paint stir pen. So I can just get as messy with it as I want. And look, now it's like so easy to just paint with no distress about making straight lines. And I think I'm gonna be a little bit messy with the way that I blend so I don't get that constant mauve color, but it kind of changes, getting a little bit brighter and then back to a little darker, so it becomes a little bit more interesting. Okay, I should flip this back and forth. So I'm just gonna dip and then pick up some white and kind of let it mix on the box itself. By making it this way, it takes out the stress of having to, be so neat and nice, So just be a little bit wild. Sometimes freeze it up. So it just becomes more fun, I think. Okay, now the rule is going to be messed up with paint, but I can take it. I can't wait to fussy cut out the nice images from that Klimt collection and then glue them on. And then because I have my own painted background, it's still some sort of, my own box. So here it is. I really dislike my light. Um, do you guys mind if I go pick a better lamp? I got some white down here that I don't like. I'm just gonna take it out like this. Okay, let me go grab a better lamp because it looks so dark. You can't really tell the mauve color. So just 1 second. Okay, now it should be like bright. What if I close this light? No, it needs to be on. Now you can tell that bright mauve, right? Okay, and then we got golden circles. Yummy, yummy, yummy. I wonder if I have a round thing that I can just stamp the circles on. I, I got the golden paint here. Let me see what if I use the tip of one of the tubes? Let us see if it works. Oh, it works. You know what? I think it's gonna be much nicer to have like this round circle compared to my own uh wannabe circles. And maybe I shouldn't go like ducks on a row. I should just do them random in uneven numbers. So we got like 5 there. And then 3 quick ones here and maybe 5 here. Okay, I'm shifting between 3 and 5. I hate when I pronounce the number 3 in English because I think it sounds weird. It sounds like I'm saying it wrong, like with this horrible accent, like I'm saying a tree, instead of 3. And a lot of the things that I have to explain got the number 3 in it. And I started to focus on it because I feel it's a word that I can't really pronounce nicely, you know? So isn't it funny? Like like everything happens in the number 3 at the moment. Okay, let's find a different shaped sized circle than this one. So let's see if this one is a bigger circle. Yeah, I think it is. Okay, let's put out more paint and try and stamp with a bigger circle. Oh, that was the paint, not the painter. Oh shoot, I am running out of time. I totally forgot everything about time because I'm really having fun today. So I hope it's okay. I'm running into Bob's time. Feel free to go to Bob Owen's streams. I'm just gonna sit here and decorate my box for a while. It's so fine with me if you just watch the end of this stream on the recorded. I didn't mean to go over her time, but I was just so enthusiastic about receiving the happy mail from Didi that I just had to try out that marker. I've been thinking about it ever since she said that I wanted, like, oh, I'm gonna have an original Didi in my hands so I can really study it up close and try and replicate it 100 times until I get it right. So yes, it was fun. Oh, you're staying, Rhonda. Oh, you don't have to. Oh, thank you, Deb. Okay, maybe I should just do the border. How about that? And then I'll end. I want to put in that teal. Do I have like a real teal? Like, oh, maybe I can mix one. Teal are the color that always get used up first. But I have this shiny pearl Arteza. I'm thinking if I mix it up, I would be able to get a teal. Oh, now this brush is like, um, okay, I'm gonna paint with the tip of this pencil because now I just want to. It's fun to stamp instead of paint. Yeah, that's a teal. Almost look-alike teal. Oh, perfect. When I stamp it, it get that raised point, so it get this texture. Yeah, that is really likable in my book. You know that it's not so like machine made. It got like a floss because it's just a textured round circle. Okay, not too many teals. We also need to bring in another color. I could just go teal all day long with this. And I love that it has like this disposal of white, so it's like an unmixed teal with a little hint of white in it. And it's actually nice to stamp with the eraser at the end of the pencil. It's got that rubbery, just nice. Ooh, that was a dark one. Okay, we're gonna have some dark ones over here just to, you know, then it looks like it's a plan that I meant to make some dark ones. Oh, that's nice. Okay, let's see what else. Klimt, he got like a dark purple. And if I take some red color into my purple, it won't be the same purple as my border. So let me just grab some brilliant red color here. See if I can open it. I'm just squeezing out a glob next to the dark purple and then with the same pencil, see if I can make a new color. And then if I put white in it, what happens if I put white in it? I keep tapping until I'm satisfied. Maybe if I tap in the white, that's nice, but then not nice. You know what I mean? Hmm. What about this purple here? Yeah, that's more likable. I'm taking the other colored purple because it's going to give me a different shade of purple that's not on my edges of the box. Oh, what a mess. But it's likable. Look, it's likable. Oh, that was too little. Look, it goes. It's nice. It's nice. I think it's nice because I am mixing with colors that are already used. So it's not like it's like a neon color that's in your eye, like. But speaking about neon color, I could see a lime green in this. I hope that I have a lime green. I hope. I probably don't. All those fresh colors are the ones that I used up the first in this tube set. For jelly printing. Yeah, it's a nice addition. Just a little bit of mauvish red. Now let's bring in that lime green. Let's see if we can mix one first. I bet you need a lot of yellow. I'm gonna squeeze out some yellow first. And then I could go for the pre-mixed greens. I got a pale green here. Let's see if it will give us a really bright green. I'm stirring it up with the pencil. Yeah, it's bright. And then to make it like even more brighter, let's put in some white. Oh, I need a new paint spatula. Look, it's just ready to retire. It's like doing. It's just abused, so it's not even a straight tip anymore. So okay, yeah. When you invite the white into this mix, you get as close as you can to like a really bright lime green. Ooh, I love it. I think Gusto Glimt he would love this too. More paint, more. Oh, if you dab twice with the pencil, you can shape the size of your circle. Look and get it like bigger. Yeah, those are good colors like lime, teal, mauve, and then to push it back a little bit, that reddish. Yeah, it looks like gems. Maybe that's what he had in mind. He was a jeweler. He worked a lot with gold. I think his dad was a goldsmithy, so he also, I don't know if he took the education of working as a goldsmithy or if he just leaned on his dad's knowledge. Let's try an attempt to make a gold frame. Just, with a stroke. Not working. Oh, not working. I think I should come back with pen work. Looks like something a gold pen would do much better than I am. But now I am just putting it in. Hopefully I can go on top of this with a gold shimmery marker. I just want that little bit of luster. Yeah. Okay, I would say I have the frame now. Actually, when I look at this painting right here where the lady is standing, there is an awful lot of like ochre and gold. So let me try just for fun to mix a base of ochre and gold. Is it mixable? I think the mica will be swallowed up by the paint. Don't you guys think so too? Like the gold will die in the ochre. Hmm. Lena, you know that story that you made up by any chance? Would you put it back on your channel? I want to hear it again. What story? Uh, the one with the tax collector? Uh, I tell Lena all the time what a fun channel. I'm thinking, what story? I also had a long, long Christmas story where we had to figure out and guess artworks from different people. Could it be that one? Okay, let me find. I don't have any ochre left, I think. So if I take Naples yellow and mix with gold, I think I will get very close to a dirty ochreish color. And then I also have red on my palette and some blue. And you know, ochre is made out of yellow, a smidgen of red, a smidgen of blue to dirty it up. So it's not, it's still doable. I'm just gonna dip in some of the blue. Let's see. Changed it up. I think it changed it up too much, but it actually changed it up into a very interesting color, like some sage green or something. I'm going for it. Yeah, it's like a very muted Oscar Gustav Klimt color tone. So let's just give ourselves a stripe of this. Oh man, that's gonna be like a perfect background. A little bit dark, you know, but still in a strange, undefinable color. Like, what are you gonna call this? I actually got the opportunity to let it transition into that Naples yellow. So let's see what happens when we do that. Where's the tube? Right here. Okay, I'm gonna let it transition. I think that the this color is a perfect partner for the gold. Like it's not stealing the picture, but it's kind of enhancing your awareness of the gold color. So maybe if I could have like a dirty mix, you know, like this, you know, like where you don't necessarily blend it into a smooth transition, but keep that kind of a very unmixed state. I like that a lot. I want to work in stripes because it seems to be like a theme here. Can you see that? like like he's doing a, is it called tapestry? Like, it's not a quilt, but it's more like just working in stripes ups and down, like it's textile, you know. He was very infatuated with a married woman who allegedly is going to be, you know, the muse who posed for a lot of his female portraits. Anna, I think her name was, and she was a textile designer. So maybe Gustav Klimt's inspiration for a lot of his art actually does come from the textile world. And maybe that's why it makes me think that it looks like fabric design. Okay, what next? Now I should actually venture into like a light border here that could be somewhat yellow, and then a dark gray center stripe. I think I will get that gray with an umber because umber got a little bit of greenish in it. So if I take the umber and then mix it with some of the blue that we already have here, and then afterward white, I should get a grayish color. So let's see if it works. I'm just gonna steal some of the white from this green here. Yeah, it's very interesting. It doesn't really behave as normal pigments would, but I think it's because I'm using that pearlescent color from Arteza. You frankly never know what they used in those tubes. So I can see that I can get it to be grayish if I want to with the white, but now I just want that kind of dark. Okay, I'm borrowing more white from over here. Can you see how I can get it like grayish? I love the idea of needing a block of color in dark shade to just calm your eyes down before you put a focal point on top of it. Like he put the lady on top of a dark background so that she would kind of stand out because his textures are like very floral and prints, lots of confusing prints that would you know, take your attention. So putting her on a dark background makes sense. I'm just gonna put in some white in the gray mix and see if I can white it out. Yeah. Ooh, I love that it's unmixed, that it's still like a little bit messy, you know. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, it looks wild. I don't know if the camera catches it. It looks like it's like unmixed. It's gonna be a nice background. And then I'm gonna leave some white over here to transition into a stripe of gold. So I'm just gonna be a little bit bright with the colors on the margin here. Oops. Yeah, and then when that's completely dry, I'm gonna put in a stripe of gold. But what about this? That looks kind of weird, you know, like I don't like that harsh transition right there. So to get away from that, I think I could add in some of the washi tape exactly on that line right there. Yeah, that's gonna be cute. Let's see. The story you made up. I'm not sure what story it is. But I think maybe I should end the stream and let this dry. So when I put down the washi tape with matte medium, it will need a dry surface to stick to. And then I will go back with a gold marker that also need that the acrylic is completely dried up. I actually think that when it's dried up, I can use foil to get that really gold. Yeah, I'm gonna use foil on this, but first it has to settle in and dry up. So yeah, I'm gonna continue on this box. It was the story with Bob Owen in it. No, oh that one. Yeah, I think I can read it up uh, at some point. I won't make a promise because there was a lot of pages. It was almost again I have to say the word three. I think it was 318 pages because the one of the books was 260 pages and we filled out that whole journal. So it takes quite a while to read it up. So but I think I'm gonna end the stream and then let this settle and dry up so I can continue working on it. So thanks for visiting my desk today, and I'll see you on Friday. And then I'm gonna head over to Bob Owen right now. So have a nice weekend. Bye bye.